Alright, hello and welcome. This is Crash and Racing for the PlayStation 1. I'm gonna be playing this on the PlayStation 2 because it's faster. It gives me the chance of using the fastest speed option of the PlayStation 2 so I can have faster loading times. This category is called 80% no major glitches. This is the classic filter, which means we are not gonna be using two specific skips, which are the Tiziano and the TA skip on Tiny Arena glitch, where you use a nitro. But there's a lot of cool skips on this category that I hope that I'll be able to show. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, we are on the main menu of the adventure mode. We are able to pick our character. There's 4 types of engines here. We have balance engine, which are Crash and Cortex. We have speed engine, which is Tiny and Dingodile. You probably saw Hypnoshark playing with this character, so yeah. We also have a acceleration character, which are Coco and Engine, and we have Pura and Polar and Pura, which are beginners. They have max turning and more speed. As the name suggested, we're going to be using a speed character. Tiny and Dingo are pretty much the same, but as a personal preference, I'm going to be using Tiny, which is my favorite character. The time starts when I press X right now. Well, it doesn't necessarily start there, but whenever I'm on a marathon run, I always like to start here so the timing is more precise. We're gonna subtract 6 seconds later because of the first loading. We don't count that. So yeah, let's get started. Run starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So let's get started the adventure. So to complete this category, we need to obtain 16 trophies and 4 keys and beat the final boss. We have 4 hubs. Each hub has 4 tracks and a boss race. We need to reach first place on the 4 tracks, beat the boss and get a key, get 4 keys and beat the final boss. So yeah, let's get started. This is Crash Cove, the first track. Reverse cam to avoid lag, and there we go. So the main technique of this game is going to be what I'm doing right now. It's called power slide. When we do a power slide, you can see at the bottom right corner there's a bar that fails. We jump with R1, and with the another jump button, this is Alt1, we are able to do what is called mini turbos. When we do a mini turbo, we fill an invisible fuel called reserves. Reserves are basically what allows us to keep the turbo from the turbo pad. To explain it better, imagine like a massive tug of war where every single frame that you're not boosting, you're losing reserves. And they are basically to 0, but every single time you do a full mini turbo, they increase dramatically. So the main objective of our game now is to do a lot of power slides, 1, 2, 3, and keep our reserves, and of course taking optimized lines to reach the finish line as fast as possible. Crash Cove is a really good track to explain the basic techniques of the game. I'm gonna be explaining more stuff later as we go through the tracks. This is a 1:19.78. Nice. That's a really good start for Cove. And our first trophy. Oh, the main reason why I'm playing without voices is because it lags the game less, and I'm putting reverse cam during the podiums because it also lags less. A little bit of tip if you want to run this game. So, second track of the run, Roost Hoops. I'm gonna show a technique here called Speed Ghost. Whenever you're going to a downhill, which is gonna be right at the start of the game, what we want to do is not drift, not jump or anything. We just let ourselves be. I'm going to show it. We'll try downhill, pick up speed, and we jump repeatedly to keep the speed from the downhill. I'm going to try to do a better showcase of that in the next laps. It's basically like this. Downhill, to keep the speed, we do froggy, just jump repeatedly. We chain another speed ghost here, and we try to keep the speed as much as possible. That was actually a really good showcase of how the speed ghost works, even though I lose my Sacred Fire there. Sacred Fire is the turbo that we get from this turbo bats. I'm gonna explain the terminology of it after the run. And yeah, that's basically how its speed ghost works. Oh, okay. I had to go a little bit wider to not bomb against the mushroom. That's okay. There we go. See another speed goes here. Nice. It wasn't perfect, but okay. I just denied my speed goes there. This is a 113. Nice. That's a really good burst tubes. I could aim for a 112, but the 113 it's also okay. Then again, during the podiums, to avoid lag, we do reverse cam here. Uka Uka is gonna give us 8 hints through all the run. After Uka gets out of hints, we are gonna be introducing another technique, which is called the pause. But for now, let's just move on to the next track, Mystery Caves. I'm gonna be showcasing another thing here, which is Wumpa fruits. Every single Wumpa that you gain, reverse cam here to about lag. Every single Wumpa that you gain here gives you a 0.2% extra speed. It may not sound like too much, but it actually rounds up. And it's really good to still have the Wumpas. If you drive well, it could save you around 1 to 1.5 seconds if you drive well. That's not gonna be a really good lap. We can get 10 Wumpas, however, the 10 Wumpa that we get doesn't give us extra speed, but it actually power-ups our items. You can see that the TNT that we got there transformed into a Nitro. The Nitro is what we use for the TA skip, which we are not gonna be doing on this run, but I'm gonna try to showcase it after the run, of course. That's a really nice SG. I'm gonna see if we can chain it here. Decent. I'll take it. This could be a 38, 30, high 37 lap. Yeah, 37 lap. That's cool. Good lap. Good starting lap. Not much to say here. Try to chain an RSG here. That's okay. Boom. Nah, decent Mystery Caves. Although I could always aim for a 150. Oh, it's gonna be a 150. Oh, it's a 156. That's not really good. It is because of the bad first lap that we get. But at least we managed to save a little bit on the 2 other laps. Okay, last track of the Hub 4 before the boss race is Zero Speedway. What can I say about Zero Speedway? It's actually one of my favorite tracks. We want to be careful with the barrels that appear on Sewer. They actually have a cycle that it starts once you get into the track, and if you actually restart the track, the cycle doesn't reset. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass when you time trial this track. But since we are speedrunning, that's completely fine for us. Again, picking up Wumpas so we get more speed. That item, that shield is actually good because it allows us to go through the barrels. It's gonna be really useful if we somehow miss the cycles. I'm gonna try to pick up an SG here, which is the Luca SG. Nice. This is an SG that was discovered in 2008 by the Italian player Luca 103, who is a top-tier time trialer of this game. It is a really powerful SG. The main reason why that SG works is because that part of sewer has like some strange property called speed impact, which gives us a lot of speed. Another SG, that's cool. Remember what I said about SGs. You need to froggy it too. You need to do the froggy, which is jumping constantly, in order to keep it. Well, lucky for us, the barrels haven't really fucked around. There he is. Thank you, Bubble. Now really hoping that the bots don't get in our way. Thank you. Gonna have to do a bit of U-turn there. We already have enough speed, and that was sewer speedway. Good sewer. That's a really good sewer. We're on a really good pace right now. So we are on the first boss race. This is Ripperoo. If you play the Crash Bandicoot saga, you will remember this boss from Crash Bandicoot 1 and Crash Bandicoot 2. What bosses do is that they throw items at us. In this example, Ripperoo throws us TNTs. Luckily for us, there is a maximum amount of items that there can be on a... That's a good SG. That there can be on the track, which is, if I'm not wrong, it is 10. So yeah, but since we managed to get fast through this blue guy here, there's not gonna be any problem with it. So yeah, oh. Even if Brew doesn't give us any problems here, we gotta keep in mind that the other bosses are gonna be a pain in the ass with their items. If we ended up catching them, if we end up being really faster than them, we probably could end up catching them and catching their items. I'm going too fast, so I'll probably end up catching some TNTs here. Yeah, I'd end up almost catching them. I'm glad I didn't. Let's say 10:31 hop 1. Good hop 1. Good hop 1. Despite how shitty it was, Mystery Caves, that was a really good hop 1. Okay, now when we move on to the next hub 2, get a key, so we are able to go to the next hub. Another hint from Muka, we don't need it. Yeah, go away.
Congratulations on opening this.
Okay. Something happens during a change of hubs, which is basically... Sometimes the inputs can drop here due to, I don't know, lag of how poor the game was coded. Of course. We're gonna be going first to this track because we're gonna be spawning close to the next track. That's when we are gonna pick up Tiger Temple. This track gives us a shortcut that is RNG based. We want to have an item that we can throw forward. Which, when you're in first place, the items that you can throw are a bomb, a shield, and a potion. This potion, for example. We're gonna do this, and there we go. And of course, on the way, we can pick up some Wumpas and pray that we get a potion so we can do the shortcut again. No, you can't throw nitros forward, which is a little bit sad. I was trying to aim for an SG there, I couldn't get it, that's fine. Of course, bad RNG, unlucky. Three nitros in a row. There's a unwritten rule that if you get a lot of nitros on Tiger Temple, you're gonna get a lot of potions in Tiny Arena. It's gonna be a pain in the ass if you actually go for the CA skip. That was actually a really good cut through the grass, really fast, because we got a strongest G there. This is a bump that we can throw forward and take the shortcut. 2 out of 3 on the Tiger Temple shortcut. That's cool. It is actually, of course, we're gonna be getting a potion here. We gotta be. Oh, one more thing. We gotta be careful with the bots because they can actually shoot items at us, and we don't want to deal with that. If you go fast, you could probably overlap the bots, and the second place can actually shoot items at you, so we gotta be careful with that. And of course, bots are gonna be a pain in the ass on our speedrun. Next track, Coco Park. Not too much to say here, just aim for Wumpa crates and, well, drive well. And of course, take a good cut through the grass. Like this. It's a little bit harder to do when you are on yellow fire. You get yellow fire by doing 3 full mini turbos. Not sure the economies do here. I didn't get it. Lucky. We are on Sacred Fire now, so let's do our best to keep it and do a really good cut through the grass. That was a kinda decent cut through the grass, I'll say. Yeah. Okay, I missed the jump there. That's fine. It didn't slow us too much. Luckily. Oh, okay, I lost my resource there. Unlucky. That's fine. And we didn't get the SC. That's okay. Kinda still a decent Coco Park. 117. I can aim for a 116 there. Always. And again, reverse cam on the podiums. You know the deal. Next track is Papa's Pyramid, which will feature our first unintended shortcut of this category. All of the things that I did through all the run were intended by the developers at this point, but we are heading out to our first non-intended shortcut, which we're going to try to go into a wall and land directly into the finish line. This is actually a really hard track for me, so I'm going to try to lock in a little bit. That's it. And sometimes this thing happens where a bot just like, you know, gets in your way and it's a bit of pain in the ass. She actually take out my Wumpas. I hate you, Coco. Thank you. Let's see. Go like this, here, and here, and there we go. This is called the wall skip. This is actually the wall where we do a skip called Tiziano. But of course, we're not going to be doing that here, so this is No Mirror Glitches Classic. And because I don't know how to do that shortcut yet. Hopefully we can do this 3 times in a row without any issues. Nice. That was a really good second lap. Don't need this nitro here. Sometimes the bots can get in your way. This is actually a pain in the ass. Luckily, here is not the case. Let's go. Okay, we almost fall there because we got a little bit of a small SG from the pillar shortcut there, which is dangerous. But we ended up successfully doing 3 out of 3 of the wall skip. Cool. Okay, last track of the hop 2, it's Dingo Canyon. This is gonna be the last hint that we get from Oka, so... Well, this is actually the last hint. If you think that I'm losing time because I pick up to access this boss garage hint, I don't lose time I will eventually have to hit the 2 access this boss garage hint either on the hub 3 or 4, and this is actually the fastest way of doing it. If I do it the slower way, it will make me lose around 3 to 4 seconds during the hub movement, which is tragic. Tragic to lose. So Dingle Canyon, again, downhill. We try to pick up an SG there. We gotta be careful with the armadillos here, which are a pain in the ass. Luckily we have a shield here. Either or... If I didn't get the shield there, I would probably got like hit by one of them, and that's not good. They make you spin and you lose all of your reserves if you hit a wall, or if you get hit by an item. So we gotta be careful with that. That's a nice SG. That was a beautiful, beautiful SG. We could get a low 27 lap from here. Let's see. It can. Okay, 27.53 lap. That is actually good, good, good. You could push that SG more, but I'm fine with that. I could do that on time trials. Let's just focus first on consistently finishing the track. Oh, careful with the armadillos here. There we go. This could be a 124, yes. Nice. It's a 124 on Dingle Canyon, is super good. High level runners can do a 123 here, but a 124 is also fine. Okay, we have Fat Ass. Well, he's called Papu Papu. He's a boss on the first. He's the first boss of the first game of Crash Bandicoot. He didn't do anything to us, so I don't know why is he a boss. Bro just wants to sleep. We should let him sleep. He throws potions, back to us. Green potions and red potions, which can be annoying on the lap 3 if we manage to go fast. I'm gonna try to aim for a potion here there. We didn't hit him. Unlucky. It's fine. Same as the other track. 3 out of 3 wall skip. We're gonna try to hit it. And of course avoid the items that appear in our way. Ooh, okay. I had to play a little bit safe there because I lose my reserves. That's fine. Whew. That was actually really close. Nice. Oh. Good shit. Okay, as I said before, be careful on the 3rd lap, because the potions can really get in your way. Like here. Nice. I got a little bit scared there, but it's fine. I managed to get through hub 3 on a really good pace. This is where a CTR run gets harder, not only because of TA skip, but also because of hub 4 and the underrated hub 3 tracks, which could make you lose a lot of time if you don't play it properly. Big breakfast. Let's go. Hub 3 now. Next track is Blizzard Bluff. I'm gonna be entering with reverse cam into Blizzard because the game lags a lot. So we gotta keep that in mind. Right here, I'm gonna be doing reverse cam, so the game doesn't lag a lot. There we go. Yeah, we're doing so well. We're gonna do another unintended shortcut here, which is a fence shortcut. This is a shortcut that everyone should know at this point. It was discovered like really early in the game. Let's see, we are able to hit it 3 out of 3 times. Right here. Nice. That's a good first. I tried to pick up the Wampa there. I didn't. Unlucky. The game lags a lot here. Well, the game is actually lagging more than usual because I'm playing on the PlayStation 2 Slim, which is not really optimal for CTR speedrunning. As a matter of fact, CTR is one of the few games, one of the few PS1 games that actually require a PlayStation 2 FAT to run it optimally. And I have a PlayStation 2, careful with that, a PlayStation 2 Slim. So I'm kinda handicapped here. Which is fine. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. Oh. As I said before, yeah, bots can shoot at you. Dude, that was actually being a really good bluff, and I got shot by Polar. What an asshole. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a pause here. Unlucky. We're not getting any more Uka hints, so well, what I'm trying to aim for is doing a technique called pause. This is a one-frame trick where I can actually save like 3 seconds when I hit a pause and hit resume. The game skips all of the congratulations, you win a trophy that you can't hear because I turn off voices. So the game doesn't lag too much. So Dragon Mines. I'm gonna do a shortcut that looks like unintended, but it's actually intended by the developer since during the relic race, you actually have crates here that you can break to save time. Yeah, so yeah, that shortcut that I did earlier, the rail shortcut, is actually intended by the developers for you to do. To go faster, since I'm not with Penta Penguin, which is a max stats character, I do a X plus square technique, which is called the Platinum Tech, discovered in 2020 by an Uruguayan player named Platinum. It's a technique that allows you to get faster in hard surfaces, like the rails, which slow you down a lot, at the cost of losing your reserves. But doing it like I did right here, it is actually faster. We got on turbo items here, lucky for us, so we don't lose too much speed here. Thank you, Coco, for that bomb. Good Dragon Mines. We actually lose a little bit of time because we didn't get to pause, but that's okay. And the next track is Polar Pass. Oh my god, this track, dude. Let's go, we hit a pause, and we save a little bit of time. A pause, if you do it correctly, it could save you around 2.2 to 3 seconds. And that's cool. We're gonna go for a skip called the Brazilian Boomerang. It is actually called the Lake Skip, but the first person to do it with speed character for runs was a Brazilian player called Red Hot. The Red Hot VR. So that's why it's called Brazilian Boomerang. If I do this shortcut, this skip 3 out of 3, we're actually gonna be in a really good PV pace. So I'm gonna try to focus here. Unlucky, I mistimed a jump. That's fine. We can do a slingshot. This is a slingshot, which is basically a backup for this. Luckily, we didn't lose too much time because instead of falling, I bumped into a wall instead of falling, which is actually good because this makes us not lose too much time. If I did lose time, it's because I had a really slow backup there, which is okay. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see if we can hit at least one boomerang here. I want to showcase that trick so hard. Ah, unlucky. I should have jumped there, but I didn't do it. Unfortunate. I'm gonna try to do it. Okay, that's a little bit messy. Yeah, unlucky. We are not hitting the backup properly. It is like this. There we go. That was really messy. That shouldn't have happened. That's fine. If I don't manage to hit at least one boomerang, I'm gonna try to showcase it after the run. It is really unfortunate because we're getting on a really good pace, and not hitting any boomerang is actually making us lose a lot of time. We're gonna lose like around 20 seconds, if not more here. Ooh, we almost hit it. That's unfortunate, man. We were almost there. Oh, that's so unlucky. And oh, I failed this slingshot, man. Oh, that's so unfortunate, dude. We were doing it so fine. Okay. And at least we get another slingshot. Let's go. This is a really terrible polar pass. Unlucky. That's fine. We actually lose a lot of time here, and the run is pretty much dead. So we're gonna be aiming for a 50. Should now aim for a 52. So unless I gold all of my splits, it's definitely not gonna be a PV. Another pause. Let's go. Unlucky. Okay, Shiny Arena, this is the longest track in the game, and since we are not doing TA skip, this is gonna be a pretty boring track. This is my favorite track, yes, but I admit that people might find it boring, so... Oh well. Guess there's nothing I can do too much about it. Just try to drive well, try to cut as much corners as possible, and, you know, again, play well. Not like the polar pass I did earlier, that was really bad. Besides the polar pass, epic fail, the run has been pretty good so far. We managed to get through the hub 2. We get a really clean hub 1, clean hub 2. And the hub 3 has been really good. Except for polar pass. Which is fine. I'm really enjoying playing this game so far. And that's what matters the most. I don't have too much to say here. But I think what I was saying before is that CTR is one of the games that require a PlayStation 2 fat to play properly. Yeah. The other games, the other Crash games, you can run it on the PlayStation 2 Slim without any issues. And you can even like burn a copy of these games and run them on a modded PlayStation 2 without any issues. Which is funny. CTR is a really special game if you think about it. And speaking of speed running, for those who want to run this game and don't have a console, but want to run it on an emulator, for a long time, this game didn't have like Dark Station allowed to run. But since Wednesday, now you're able to run the game on Dark Station, which is really cool. So yeah, for all of those who want to try this game and run it, go ahead. I always like to check the Twitch CTR category and look for new runners who want to pick up the game and try to help them as much as I can during my free time. So if anyone wants to pick up this game, you are more than welcome. This is a really fun game to speed run, and the practice really pays off. So yeah, I invite every single one of you watching this run to speedrun the game. It's gonna be a 308, I think. Yeah, 308, and I actually gold the Tiny Arena thanks to the boss. That's cool. That's nice. Super nice. This play looks ugly, so I'm gonna be comparing against my averages now. Or my worst segments. I actually got a new worst segment on Polar Pass, that's unfortunate. Okay, third boss, Komodo.
I'll earn the right to face Oxide
Um,
by crushing you
yeah.
into brick dust.
I hate this guy, by the way.
Let's race.
This guy can actually drop TNTs and nitros during your way. And it's really annoying. You're gonna see why. If I'm really unlucky, I'm probably gonna bomb on one of his nitros. Didn't get a good items here, unlucky. Oh, I went too much to the left. This fucking collision, dude. Unlucky. We lose a lot of time there thanks to the collision. It's fine. Oh shit, gotta be careful there. We almost fall. That was a little bit dangerous. So as I said it before with the nitro thing, we gotta be careful. There's a nitro there, we gotta be careful with that. And go. Check for the nitros here. There shouldn't be any. Unlucky. There we go. Uh-huh. So... Okay, give me a second. There we go.
You're not so slow after all. Surprised me you did. Here's a key for the win. Still, I think you're not fast enough to outrace Oxide.
So yeah, on to the hub 4. Let's see how we are gonna do here. Hub 4, we're gonna be introducing a new technique called the Ultimate Sacred Fire. What a name! Then again, this name, there's a reason why is it called like that. You're gonna see it. So first up with the Hub 4, Engine Labs. It's actually a really fun track to play. You gotta be careful here, because this track, because the positions here can glitch if you place items on certain locations where you're not supposed to place items, so yeah. We're not gonna be using any items here that can, you know, do stupid shits during our run. Hey, one pass, that's... And go through a super turbo path that gives us a what we call the Ultimate Sacred Fire, which is the maximum speed of the game. When you're on the Ultimate Sacred Fire state, you are not allowed to perform any sort of turbo, a hentai turbo, a turbo from a drift, because you're gonna lose the USF. So that's what we wanna aim for. That's a really good lap. And again, you can. Like this. Yeah, that's basically engine laps, and of course, avoid leaving items in the barrel section. The positions can glitch. So as long as you don't leave anything there, you'll be fine. Okay. Decent second lap. There's a lot of reasons you can get on this blue channel. And you can get out with a lot of speed from there. Because I think that tunnel goes downwards, so you can get a speed ghost. Any uneven surface can be a speed ghost, including an uphill. Not only downhills, you can also get a really good speed from uphills. It's gonna be a 211, I think. Yeah? Oh shit. We didn't do too much turbos there. Unfortunate. It's fine. Good. NG laps. I'm gonna try to go for another pause here. Unlucky. We didn't get any pause. That's cool. And we go down here on our next track, Cortex Castle. Then again, this track has a hazard which are spiders. We gotta be careful with this. With those spiders. This is actually the hardest track in the entire game, at least for me. That doesn't involve like any sort of hard shortcut to do. The only thing you do here is just drive well and keep track of the amount of reserves that you had. Which is definitely not gonna be a lot. This is a track where that really it's a good indicator for someone who is good at the game and someone who is clearly not good at the game. So far we're going so good into Castle. Try to avoid this one. And of course, the ultimate Sacred Fire there. We're gonna try to carry as much as we can. Get Propel here. That's a really good first lap. Doing a great castle good castle so far. Let's see if we can keep up the pace. Remember, building a chunk of receps here and spend all of them on the Super Turbo path. And keep the USF as much as we can. Again, this is one of my favorite tracks of the entire game. Unlucky, we bump into that wall. It's really hard to go between the spider and the wall there. That's a small mistake that can happen and it can make you lose like 2 seconds. Something around that. It's fine. It's completely fine. So far this has been a really solid Cortex Castle. I used to struggle a lot on this track and I've been practicing a lot of offline. And I'm really proud of another bump, unlucky. I'm really proud of how much I have improved here. .360. Let's go. A little bit of show off because why not? Zhang is dead anyways. Why am I caring too much about getting a PB here? Let's just enjoy the game. That was a really nice 360. Don't do that. What you want to do is what I did on the first 2 laps. Don't do that. I'm just having fun here. Hodari Skyway, my track. Let's go. We're gonna do for the first skip here, in which we have to first load a little. We have to first load a certain chunk of the track. Mark a checkpoint. Here. I'm gonna go back. Right here. 1, 2, 3, and go. You gotta go. We gotta mark some checkpoints because if we don't, the game actually counts as we didn't went too much on the track. Like we didn't go too far, and the mask is gonna take us back onto the track. That's a hairpin. It saves around 1.5, something around that. I can't remember correctly the numbers. And again, we do the same thing. This is the easy shortcut that everyone knows. We're gonna do a U-turn here. And go! That's a good second shortcut. We wanna go a little bit wide open there, so we don't get stuck. Good second hairpin, man. Two out of two airplanes during the marathon run. Good shit. Let's see if we can get more airplanes to show off. Oh, we landed a little bit there. We wanna, on that first shortcut, we want to stick up to the right side, so we don't get... Thank you, engine. We were having a really good hot air skyway, but of course you gotta ruin everything, right? That's unlucky, man. I'm getting screwed because of the bots. I don't like that. We lose a lot of time there. Unlucky. Whew. Truly hate engine, man. That's fine. Let's see if we can hit a pause. This is gonna be the last pause of the run. Let's go, baby. 3 out of 6 pauses during the marathon run. Good shit. Oxide Station. I really struggle on this track, so if I fail, that's gonna be normal. It's fine. Just try to enjoy the game, enjoy the vibes. Again, as Hot Air Skyway first shortcut, we wanna load a little bit of the track. You're gonna see it. We're gonna jump here. I'm gonna fall down here. Jump a little bit of a track. We're gonna try to avoid the bots here. Thank you, Pura. Thank you, Dingodile. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna go backwards here and jump it. I wanna jump here. Jump here. There you go. And we wanna go jump here, so... and go here. Let's go. As I said on the first lap, we really want to try to avoid the bots and go into the second part of the shortcut with speed. If not, there's a high chance that we might fail it, like I did now. It's fine, because what really screwed me up there was not my own skill, but that was the bots, which is really unfortunate. I'm gonna go down here again. Let's go. That's my own fault. This is my own fault. Yikes. I was thinking that I might be able to get there with the TNT explosion, but yeah, no. Don't do that. This is how you do the Skandu. Let's go. Yeah, that was a messy Oxide Station, and that bomb into the TNT, that was actually my fault. It's fine. I can always get better Oxide Stations. That's okay. Whew. We are losing a lot of time on Oxide Station, and I certainly don't like that, but it's okay. Loading checkpoints here. And we can jump onto more of the track. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? No, that's so unfortunate. Where did that missile come from? What is this run? Are you serious, dude? Yikes. Let's just finish the track, shall we? I'm not even mad. I'm more like concerned. What the hell is this RNG, man? No, seriously, where did that missile come from? That's so bullshit. What are the odds of that happening? Can someone clip that, please? And that is actually a new war segment. Yikes. Okay. The last two bosses, Pinstripe, myself, and Nitrous Oxide is gonna be Hot Air Skyway and Nitrous Oxide again.
You's gonna have to get past me first. I'm the speed
What was that
champion
run?
here, and
Seriously, man. We lose a lot of time on that track. No jokes. We lose like a whole minute on Oxide Station, man. Due to bot bullshit, my own fault, and RNG. I should be able to showcase a good scan during the Oxide boss, but yeah, not too much to say here. Pinstripe likes to throw bombs. So careful with this guy. This is a really huge speed ghost. I'm not gonna be able to use it effectively, but it's fine. Again, as with the other bosses, we really gotta pay attention to how Pinstripe behaves on yeah, we really gotta pay attention to Pinstripe cycles the whole run, the whole track, so we make sure that he doesn't fuck all of us over. What a nice SG, oh my god, man. That's a nice SG. If we can actually combine this with an Irpin, it will be awesome. Let's see. Let's go. This is gonna be a 39 lap, 38? 38 lap, let's fucking go. That's awesome. Pinstripe's gonna be right there, I think. Oh, we didn't get an SG there, unlucky. Where's Pinstripe? Let's see. Ah, he's on the other side, it's fine. Oh, careful with the TNT. There's a really bad habit that I have, which is leaving items within my path. I'm gonna try to not do that in the future. That's a really good Pinstripe. Good Pinstripe there. That's good. Okay, now we are right into the last portion, literally the last track of the game, which is again Oxide Station, my nemesis. For the guy that is with the timer right now, when I cross the finish line on this last boss race, it's where the time ends. So keep in mind that. This is gonna be, if everything goes right, this is gonna be a 52. Yeah, this is gonna be a 52 if everything goes right, which I really hope it does. We gotta pay attention to Oxide's items on the third lap, since they are gonna get in our way if we get a good first and second lap. So yeah, let's go. Right here. Oxide is right here. Let's try to not bump onto him. Right here. Jump here. Jump here. And that's how we do a scandal. Unfortunately, got a spawn here because we didn't load the truck properly, but that's okay. It is way better to get a spawn than fail in the shortcut. Of course, the best scenario is to not get spawned there. That loses like around, let's see, 5 seconds, 4 seconds I think. 4 seconds, yeah, 4 seconds and health around that. Like this. Also, I should be around the space area right now. Good Skandu. That's an ideal Skandu. We can actually snitch a good 40 lap here. Careful with the items there. Okay, then again, there's gonna be a lot of potions here. We gotta be careful with them. 40 lap, let's go. Let's see. They didn't get in our way. Cool. That nitro was devilish. Last shortcut of the game. There we go. That's a clean Skandu to finish the run. Okay, despite how sloppy the run was, this last Oxide station was pretty good. It's unlucky that we were on PB pace until Polar Pass, but well, for now, this was Crash Racing and Pinstripe, and this is how the run ends. We're still standing. GG, man. This is a 52, 51. Really sloppy run, sadly. This is actually 1.5 minutes behind my PB, but considering all the highlights of the run, I'm actually really happy with the result. It's completely fine. So yeah, that was all of the run. It's sad that I wasn't able to showcase the Polar shortcut, which is, well, a little bit mad about it, but that's fine. Solid run. At least I managed to showcase a lot of cool stuff there. For those who are interested in learning the game, this is a really fun game to learn. If we have some time, I'm gonna jump into Polar Pass and try to do the shortcut there. If not, well, I'm just gonna, well, showcase. Okay. Oh, go, go, go. Okay, okay. Yeah, GG's on the run still. That was a pretty good run, despite all of the mistakes. Most of the run was pretty good. And the sections where we actually get quote-unquote mistakes were because of bots. I already showcased how to do the slingshot, so I'm gonna try to showcase. I got 3 tries of actually showcasing for the boomerang here. Let's go, first try. That's how we do it. You wanna aim for a 39 lap on Polar Pass with this shortcut, and for a 40 starting lap. We're gonna try to do a risky cut here. Let's see if we can get it. It's a big boy gap. Let's go. Yeah, this is a really good. Yeah, that was a really good showcase of the boomerang first try. Why I didn't get that during the run? God knows. Careful with the seal there. 2 out of 2 boomerangs, of course. Of course, this happens when I'm not running. Hilarious. It's fine though. My PB has 3 out of 3 of this, so it's actually kind of hard to beat it. I'm gonna do the big boy gap here. It's not really necessary at this level. 3 out of 3. Let's see. Oh, that's a really nice SG. We weren't able to maintain it, but that's okay. Okay, let's see. Let's go! 3 out of 3. At least I managed to showcase a 3 out of 3 boomerang, man. Let's fucking go. I don't care if it's not during a round. Good Power Pass. It should be a 202, maybe? 202, that's a nice Polar Pass on the 39 lap, which is almost 40, but that's okay. Solid second and first lap. Let's go. Okay, that's gonna be all for today, I guess. I don't have too much stuff to show off on this category. For those who want to start here, I recommend starting on the category called any% skipless, which is a category that where we only use intended shortcuts. So it's really good to pick up that category first, so you get used to not only finishing runs, but also how the game works. So yeah, that's gonna be all for me today. I'm gonna keep practicing this and probably do more offline runs. So thank you, Mortis, for inviting me here, and to all of those people who cherish this game from their childhood. Really, I really suggest that you should start speedrunning this game. It's really fun. If you practice, the practice really pays off, and it's really fun to run. So yeah, that's gonna be all from me for today. Thank you, Mortis, for the chance, and I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye. Peace out.
Have a great day.
Hell yeah.
See you. And thank you for participating, man.
No, thank you for giving me the chance. The timer is actually at 52:51, just in case.
Alright, perfect. But yeah, definitely a sick run, man. That was a great watch.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Alright, take care, man.